The afternoon sun spilled lazily through the garage window as I dug through my wife's car, looking for the phone charger she swore was tucked inside the glove compartment. I sorted through a clutter of receipts, some old napkins, and scraps of paper. Nothing unusual. But then I saw it. Beneath the passenger seat, partially hidden, lay something that made my chest seize, a used condom. I froze. My brain rejected the sight, scrambling for a different explanation. Maybe it wasn't what it looked like. Maybe it belonged to someone else. Maybe there was some logical reason. I used a tissue to pick it up, holding it away from me like it was something radioactive. Julie and I had been together for 6 years. She was everything. My partner, my support, the one who made even my worst days bearable. But in that moment, everything felt like a lie. My stomach churned, my heart thudded in my ears, and I stumbled back into the house, stunned and breathless. She was upstairs, probably scrolling through her phone or planning her next night out with her friends. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I walked into the kitchen and filled a glass of water, trying to calm myself, trying to make sense of it. The signs had been there, hadn't they? The late work nights, the way she turned her phone screen away when I came close, the lingerie she bought but never wore for me. It all started clicking together like puzzle pieces I didn't want to finish. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at the condom wrapped in tissue, placed carefully on the counter. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. I wasn't crying from sadness. It was the burn of betrayal, raw and overwhelming. She eventually came downstairs, humming as she opened the fridge. "Hey babe," she said casually. "What's up?" I looked at her, really looked. Her hair was tossed up carelessly, her sweatshirt old and familiar. She seemed so normal, so harmless, but it made my stomach tighten with disgust. "We need to talk," I said, keeping my voice even, though every muscle in my body was tense. She turned unbothered. "Okay." I tilted my head toward the counter. Her eyes followed, and for a second, just a second, I saw it. That flicker of recognition. The way her mouth twitched before she forced confusion onto her face. "What's that?" she asked, her voice slightly higher than usual. "You tell me," I said. "I found it in your car." She didn't answer right away. Her fingers clenched around her water bottle. "Maybe it's from when we—" "Don't lie to me," I snapped, the anger boiling over. "I'm not stupid, Julie. I'm done pretending not to see what's right in front of me." She stood frozen, pale and quiet. "It's not what you think." I gave a cold, hollow laugh. "Then explain it. Because it looks pretty clear." She tried to say something, maybe to explain, maybe to twist the truth, but I backed away from her outstretched hand like it burned. "Who is he?" I demanded. "How long have you been doing this?" Tears welled in her eyes, but I felt nothing for them. Not sympathy, not pain, just a deep, frigid fury. "It was a mistake," she whispered. "Mistake?" I scoffed. "You don't trip and fall into someone else's bed. That was a choice. And I'm making mine now." I turned and walked away, ignoring her voice calling after me. I went upstairs with one purpose. I wasn't just going to leave. I wasn't going to let her escape the fallout. For hours, I packed her things, everything she owned, everything I had bought her, shoving it all into trash bags with no care. Then I got petty. I printed photos. Our wedding, our vacations, even the ultrasound of the baby we lost. With a red marker, I scribbled on them, "Liar. Cheater. You destroyed us." I plastered them across the house, on mirrors, the fridge, the doors. But I didn't stop there. Her social media accounts were open on our shared laptop. I logged in and wrote a single post. "Just being honest, I've been cheating on my husband for months. Hope everyone's doing well." Was it vindictive? Probably. But I'd been humiliated. And now she'd feel a taste of that too. I even called her parents, people who had always treated me like their son. I told them everything. Her mom cried. Her dad cursed. They said they'd talk to her. I didn't want comfort. I wanted them to know exactly what she'd done. When she came home, the house was a minefield of memories and rage. She stood in the doorway, wide-eyed, taking it all in, the photos, the trash bags, the message I'd left behind. "What the hell is this?" she shrieked. I stood still, arms crossed. My heart raced, But my resolve didn't budge. This, I said coldly, is what it looks like when you destroy someone's trust. She yelled. She cried. She begged. I didn't flinch. I handed her the divorce papers I'd printed earlier. Sign them. Then go. Her eyes were red and furious. You're being heartless, she said. No, I told her. Heartless is betraying someone who loved you completely. Heartless is lying every day. This is me taking my life back. Her hands trembled as she signed. Then she grabbed the bags and left without another word. The house was still a mess. My chest still ached. But I could breathe. For the first time in a long time, I could breathe. The days that followed weren't easy. I leaned on friends, started boxing to let the anger out, and saw a therapist to start healing the deeper wounds. Slowly, I began to rebuild. One quiet evening, sitting on the porch, I got a message from her. I'm sorry. I messed everything up. I hope someday you'll forgive me. I stared at the text for a while. Then I deleted it without responding. I didn't need her apologies. I didn't need her regret. I had a future to create, one that didn't include her. As the sky darkened and the air cooled, a sense of calm settled over me. She was the past, and I was finally free to move forward, stronger and clearer than ever.